Hi everyone. So this week, week two discussion question one. Um, One of the things that I've experienced working behind a gun counter is every so often I'll get somebody who has recently purchased a firearm from us who had um, uh, had some issues, some malfunctions that they brought to my attention. Um, One of the things that I have asked in the past was after taking the firearm home, um, did you uh, clean the firearm to remove all the packing grease, adding cleaning it with a solvent, cleaning out the barrel, cleaning the slide, um, cleaning the bolt, uh, and then adding some fresh oil, um, depending on the firearm, would be depending on how much is used. If it was a pistol, like my pistol, the Walther PPQ, when I brought it home, the first thing I did was do a complete field strip. Used a solvent, cleared out all the packing grease, and then used a cloth to do a thin layer of oil on the firearm and did a functions check to make sure everything was still working properly, and then just rack the slide back a couple times just to get that oil to move about. Um, a lot of the times, um, with a new firearm that I have seen, is someone didn't do that. They would take it home and then the next day take it out to the range, start shooting it, and they would have some issues with um, it firing and then locking back to the rear and not loading the next round, or um, firing and not ejecting a round. Um, and then after firing it a couple more times or adding some oil to it, it started working properly. Um, um, I told him that could have been the issue. The other issue, then, if that wasn't the case, where they did clean it, I asked them uh, the type of ammo that they were using, because certain firearms will need a specific amount of um, grain. So my dad's pistol, he can't shoot any 9 mil under 124 grain. It won't cycle properly. Um, my Walther, you can shoot from 115 all the way up to I think the highest grain that I fired out of it was 148. Um, this last Monday, I took a shotgun that I recently bought, got it all nice and cleaned. Um, the shells that I put into it had the velocity wasn't strong enough to properly cycle the the, the rounds, and so every time I would fire, I would have to manually pull the bolt back to eject the expend um, cartridge or shell and to load the next round. Um, those were certain things that I noticed that I could properly fix at that particular time, and so that I know for the future if I'm going to use this and have it function the way that it's meant to function, I have to use a shotgun shell of a particular velocity. Um, I also, and there's, I've had a customer come in and said that they used some ammo that after firing it for a while, it really kind of damaged their firing pin. I asked them what ammo they were using, and they were using a plus P. And um, so I looked up their firearm, and I found out that their firearm wasn't rated for plus P. And I explained to them that um, because of the type of round that it is, you need to have a firearm that's rated for it. It can really damage the inner workings because the inner pressure, as well as the type of round that it is too powerful for their firearm. I've had a few people ask if they could make an exchange, and I had to explain to them that we don't do exchanges, and I directed them to go see a gunsmith who could possibly get them the part that they need, or the manufacturer to get them the part that they need. But those were some of the operator errors that I have personally dealt with and um, help the customer explain what the issue was and how it could be possibly fixed. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to read you guys' comments. Thank you.